Hello folks, and welcome to Mashin' Metal. I am your metal cowboy. And today, whenever you're watching this, we're getting into the top 10 Metallica songs based on YouTube views. You are part of this list, literally. If you're a Metallica fan and you have a computer or a phone or any device that allows you to get on the YouTubes and watch videos, then this list happened because of you. So, what are the 10 most viewed songs from Metallica on YouTube? Well, let's find out. So, first off, at our number 10 spot, gotta say, this was a surprise. We have The Day That Never Comes from Death Magnetic album. Of course, this song is about the tragedies of war. You can see our view counter here on screen. A lot of views. I gotta say, it surprised me how many views this song got, since it's in the latter part of Metallica's catalog. Typically, you expect, some of those songs, those great songs after the first few albums to be in the top viewed spots. But no, Death Magnetic here, pulling out the 10th spot. Yeah, so how about that? Death Magnetic, maybe not an all bad album. What say you? Before we move on to number 10, though, we need a little bit of the devil's juice here, that brown liquid to soothe the throat. Drinking out of my 21090 Glen here. Yeah, let's have a little bit of that. You gotta move it around the mouth. Oh, yeah. That is smooth. Anyway, moving on to number 9, off of the Black Album, coming out in 1991. That was a fair bit ago. Sad but True. Not a song that got a ton of radio play necessarily, but according to YouTube, still taking the number 9 spot. Again, another surprise. I would have thought, in my mind, a whole list of songs that I would thought would have been higher than Sad But True. But no, Sad But True coming in at number 9, kind of a lesser known track off of the Black Album from Metallica there, but pulling out the number 9 spot. What is our number 8 though? Number 8 is Wherever I May Roam, also off the Black Album from 1991. There's kind of becoming a theme here, and there kind of will continue to be. So Wherever I May Roam, of course, speaking of, potentially, if you believe in that sort of thing, your soul roaming the world even after you are dead. Kind of an interesting storytelling there in the song, and what your soul may do after, you're dead and gone. Kind of a cool song from Metallica, even though I don't necessarily believe in that sort of thing. But, whatever. To each their own, right? Now, on to number 7. We got Whiskey in the Jar. Gotta say, not a favorite of mine. This is off the Garage Inc. album, which I think is actually a pretty good album. There are some killer songs on that album. This is not one of them to me. Of course, this Garage Inc. came out in 1998, and, I think it is a pretty good record, although it is very long. There's like a jillion tracks on there, this being one of them. Certainly the biggest single off of that album, and clearly one of Metallica's biggest singles ever, since it is the 7th most viewed song on the list. I guess a lot of people in the YouTube world clicking on the Whiskey in the Jar video. It's kind of a party atmosphere video. A lot of girls partying, not wearing a whole lot of clothing. That probably helped some, maybe. But anyway, so there you go. Let's move on to number 6, though. Fade to Black. And as you see on screen, quite a few views there. This coming off of the Ride the Lightning album, which is one of my favorite Metallica albums. Just an absolute classic. One of their best, in my opinion. And Fade to Black, one of my favorite songs from Metallica. Just an absolute amazing track. Beautiful riffs in this. Although the tone of the song and the lyrics of the song quite dark, of course, about suicide. And James's thoughts on that, Papa Het there. Yeah, but nonetheless, Fade to Black is our number 6. And of course, the Ride the Lightning album came out in 1984. That was a long time ago, but it's still a great, great album. Now, though, moving on to our number 5 spot. I'm kind of disappointed this is not higher, but nonetheless, Master of Puppets. Coming off, of course, the Master of Puppets album, coming out in 1986. Again, a long time ago. Nearly 4 decades. But still an absolute classic Metallica album. One of their best, if to some, probably their best album, Master of Puppets. Just from start to finish, the killer riffs, great solo in that song from Kirk there. Lars doing his thing on drums, regardless of how you may feel about Lars. So this is one of the first songs that kind of got Metallica some attention as a band. Got some play. I believe it finished in the top 30 in the rock genre on the charts and such. And it's our number 5 spot, according to the YouTubes. Now, though, on to the number 4 spot. And we have one at number 4. Coming off Injustice for All, of course, coming out in 1988. What an amazing album. What an amazing track off of that album. One talking about the absolute horrors of war, a person coming back from war, body blown to bits, can't see, can't do anything, limbs have been cut off and torn apart, and so you have like this quadriplegic person that can't communicate any words, can't see anything, and so this person is stuck within their own body. What a horror. But Metallica, of course, great lyrics, great riffs, great solos, just really getting across the emotions of what a person like this might be going through. And certainly the highlight of the Injustice for All album, one of the best tracks from Metallica, if not the greatest track from Metallica ever. But now we move on to number 3, which we're back to the Black Album, again coming out in 91. This is The Unforgiven. Not necessarily a favorite track of mine, but clearly a favorite of the masses. Of course, again, another slower track, which, there's kind of a theme here in that people don't like the real heavy stuff, clearly because they didn't make the top of the list. So now let's move on to number 2, and that is a little heavier track. Of course, maybe Metallica's biggest single ever, and that is Enter Sandman. This track really just set the Black Album on fire, boosted those sales like crazy, made it Metallica's biggest selling album of all time. And, the video is pretty quintessential, classic, whatever word you want to use to describe it. Yeah, wow. A very solid track from Metallica there, the Enter Sandman, but not necessarily a favorite of mine. But what do you guys say? Does it deserve the number 2 spot? I don't know. Let us know. Down to the last one, though. Number 1, by far, over 1 billion views on YouTube. Nothing Else Matters. And there's actually multiples of Nothing Else Matters within the top viewing spots. So I had to sort through them, get rid of all the extras of Nothing Else Matters. So if you really combined all of the Nothing Else Matters videos that are in the top 10, would it be over 2 billion? Don't know. It'd be a lot of views, though. And again, off the Black Album. Black Album having 5 songs there that made the top 10 in the top 10 most viewed Metallica songs on YouTube. But what do you guys say? Should these be the top 10, or should there be other songs that were in this top 10? You guys let us know. Let us know down in the comments. I know this isn't my top 10. That will be a different video. Let us know what your top 10 is down in the comments. Hope you like this video, folks. And if you did, please hit that like button. Thank you for watching. And as always, folks, just remember to drink plenty of that brown liquid, that devil's juice, and always listen to metal. We'll see you on the next one.